I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but this has been a wild shit. I'm not gonna lie. Every second I've seen of the Amouranth chick, this is the bathtub streaming chick. I don't know what they're doing. No, I was gonna say this is worse than Adam 22. It's fucking not. Yo, it's dead not, bro. It's actually not. I don't know what's going on, but this is crazy.
Live streaming has reached a new level of disgust.
Every clip I see is those two arguing. He's like, oh yeah, you're a fucking bitch. Oh yeah, you're a bitch. I hate you. She's just in the back going, oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god. He's in the bitch going, yeah, you fucking bitch. Yeah, enough. Fuck the chat. And bro. I don't know when niggas started turning Twitch into like reality TV, bro. I don't even know if this is fake or not. But from what I've seen, this dead look kind of real.
Dystopian nightmare.
All-Star Sosa. The fuck is up, my nigga? What's up, dude?
Amouranth and her husband Nick Lee, who recently went on a nearly 24-hour-long live stream in the middle of an explosive and violent argument, where psychological manipulation is on full display, threats are made, and the cops are called. And as if that's not crazy enough, tens of thousands of people were watching the arguments in real time and donating money so they can voice their opinion to the couple.
Casey Wells.
Fucking You're dangerous for society.
Yo, is that new slang? What the fuck is... Yo, Casey Wells? Give me 5 seconds. Yo, let me figure out... Are you talking about the same Casey Wells I'm thinking of, bro? Yo, what is this new... Are you saying somebody look like Casey? Hold on, let's see. Who the fuck... Bro. Who the fuck is... What? Yo, that must just be new slang, bro. I don't know, bro. Y'all, I'm not. I don't know.
Senseless. And so
wait, let me go back. Yo, listen to how crazy she's crying.
Fucking You're dangerous for society.
Someone to lie about her senseless, and so I deserve to have.
Reservoir just tipped $1.
See,
I'm a fat overfed with a
Wait, let me stop. Wait, hold on. Wait, y'all, let's have a timeout real quick. Y'all, let's have a timeout, okay? Clear my throat. Pause. Let's continue.
And yet, even with
why did he not just like turn the live stream off? Like, is that like
how explosive this argument was, it wasn't the first time we got insight that Amouranth might be married to an abusive partner. Then again, when you learn the entire story, your perspective might change, because the deeper you go into this situation, the more unclear it becomes who's really in control.
Wait, before I get canceled too, I'm not laughing about what the situation. I'm laughing at the cry. Because the cry, it was a very, I should have freed though.
That was real gay, my nigga. Cut that out.
That's my bad. I do better. That's my bad.
Over the years, Amouranth has slowly lost trust with her millions of followers, and there are some extremely suspicious circumstances that must be considered. Caitlin Siragusa is most definitely a pioneer when it comes to live streaming.
That's a real name? Caitlin Siragusa?
In the mid-2010s, she joined Twitch before it was the entertainment powerhouse it is today. At first, she was mostly just doing what other streamer girls did at the time, cosplaying while playing various video games in an effort to build a consistent audience. But she quickly realized how much she could capitalize on her looks after viral moments like when she dressed up as Black Widow at a convention. And
how many of y'all niggas be in Amouranth stream? Be honest, bro. Y'all can be honest. This is a very vulnerable chat. You can be honest, bro. Just say I. If that's you. Because I know a lot of niggas, you know what? Actually, let me be honest, bro. I know a lot of niggas is closeted watchers. Y'all not gonna get away that easy. You feel me? Like, yo, it's okay.
And along with creators like XO Ariel, Caitlin became one of the first Twitch streamers to live.
Actually, I feel like What if I start doing like the hot tub shit?
Stream in revealing outfits while sitting in a hot tub or a small inflatable pool indoors. And the hot tub stream or hot tub meta was really where Caitlyn, now Amouranth, began building a strong following. Suddenly, thousands of fans would try to get her attention in the chat every day, and it looked like she was enjoying every second of it.
Go follow my socials though if you guys haven't already. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. Thank you guys for all the support tonight.
But not everybody approved of her methods to achieve fame. Hot tub streams on Twitch became controversial because they blurred the line between gaming content and suggestive performances. Twitch was initially seen as a place where gamers and creators share their appreciation for their passions, but many viewers and critics argued that the women doing these streams weren't building anything meaningful and that they were simply exploiting the platform's rules to attract donations through revealing outfits. And
do y'all remember the black bar method? Please tell me y'all remember the black bar method, bro. Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. That was the most insane time. Yo, that's the craziest shit I've ever seen on here.
Flirtatious behavior. It sparked a debate over whether Twitch was becoming less about content and more about monetizing attention through sexuality. It was especially controversial because so much of Twitch was and still is visited by children. 12-year-olds were visiting the website to watch Ninja, only to get distracted by a woman in a string bikini riding an inflatable banana. Even people who were not necessarily against this content just felt like it was a little out of place on.
I don't even know, like, bro, I don't even know, like, how enjoyable that is, bro. Because you got to think, like, you got to think. Here, okay, listen to me real quick, okay? What I'm going to say is pause, but, like, I need you to listen, right? You're telling me for, I'll say 5 hours straight, 6 hours straight, you dead sitting there like this on stream all day. You sitting there like these. Oh, he just, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Then she do like a little thing, and then she back to it. Bro, that has to be like depressing or something. Like that has to do something to your mental. That right there, that's like on the same level as like NPC niggas. Like y'all know the nigga, like bro, I couldn't imagine doing that shit all day, just sitting there in front of the camera going, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh, a raid. Bro, like what the fuck? Like, bro, like what the fuck are we doing, my nigga? Dude, I can't take that shit serious.
On Twitch. In an interview with Forbes magazine, Amouranth described how she and the other girls tried.
No, it is. But does that not like, bro, that has to, you cannot enjoy that shit, bro. You have to get that. Y'all know when y'all work, when y'all start a new job, right? And you start working for a little bit, and then after a minute, you like, fuck, I am not trying to go into work today. That has to kick in like immediately. No way it doesn't.
To get around the backlash by getting Twitch to make hot tub streams their own subcategory. This way you couldn't really argue that—
No, like it sound good until you on shift number 3 and you in that bitch. A galaxy. Like, bro, I can't do it, dude.
Twitch users were being blindsided by finding a bikini streamer in the just chatting or gaming category.
I see what y'all saying, though.
Now, anyone who was watching a hot tub streamer navigated to that section and actively chose to watch. But after this type of content was normalized and the controversy blew over, competition ramped up. Suddenly, thousands of women were streaming this same type of content, and Caitlyn had to do stranger and stranger things to catch people's attention.
Because before we were like in the main category of just chatting, so we got like a lot of eyeballs. There's a lot of people angry about it. Okay. Big debate online whether this should be allowed or not.
Gaming in the hot tub or just like streaming?
Yeah, I would game in the hot tub. I would work out in the hot tub. I would talk to people.
Oh, never mind. Shit, I didn't know she was. Hey, man. Oh shit. Hey, I didn't know she was. Oh. That's what I was talking about. I guess she just clocked my shit. I don't know. I ain't never seen her game though. Does she really be gaming?
In the hot tub, I would have like podcasts.
Or is that like one of them ones where they just take gameplay and she just holding the controller sitting there like this? Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. You know, like what the fuck?
Hot tub. I would sometimes I would eat in the hot tub. I would dress up and do cosplays in the hot tub. I thought about sleeping in the hot tub, but my manager told me that was against the rules. I might drown and die. You know, casual. But yeah, lots of things.
And as silly as Amouranth's strategy sounds, it was insanely profitable. By 2021,
she was
Caitlyn
definitely
was a
making bread.
multi-millionaire. She had become Twitch's most viewed female streamer, reaching about a
far.
minimum of 2 million watch hours every month. Then to make even more money, she started posting content
Bro.
on OF. But Amouranth liked to think of herself as no different than the typical entrepreneur. Her secret to building a massive
I don't know why I said bro like that. Like he didn't just block it out. I don't know.
following is
I got
hard
PTSD. I thought I was finna get banned.
work.
I don't think there is a secret. I think it's unfortunately just hard work and putting yourself on every platform.
Suddenly, P-stars streaming on Twitch means they are gamers? If I'm a janitor on a football stadium, does that mean I'm a pro athlete too? When asked about the critics of the hot tub meta, Amouranth said, I don't think it's particularly unique or new, just people decided to hyper-focus on it now due to a few girls having outsized success. People keep succumbing to recency bias as if this recent development has forever tarnished the Twitch brand.
Succumbing? I've never heard that word in my fucking life. Yo, we're finna figure out what the fuck that means, bro. Yo, succumbing. I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever use that word. Fail to resist pressure, temptation, or some other negative force. Yo, good fucking wordplay. Oh my gosh. Yo, I've never heard that shit before. Like, bro, what? Oh, my bad. Yo, dude, what the fuck?
Or as if at some point in
Yo,
the
I need to read more books. Whoever told me to read more books because I might be illiterate, yo, bro, I'm actually finna take your suggestion into consideration.
distant future, it's going to be just all hot tub streamers. And this has been Amouranth's public stance since the beginning, that she is a self-starter who managed to succeed on a male-dominated platform, despite the man trying to keep her down. Although there was a part of the story Amouranth would reveal that shocked the internet, that she was in an extremely toxic and potentially violent relationship with her husband, Nick Lee, and that he was allegedly forcing her to do these live streams for his financial gain. By 2022, Amouranth was flaunting her success like an artist who signed a massive record deal. She was investing in crypto, product line.
Yo, I don't know what emote that was, bro. But you know what? That was fire. Yo, I said I was going to start reading books. Ask me how many times I stepped into a Barnes & Noble in the last 2 days, bro. Not 2 days. What? The last 6 months is what I meant to say. Why did I just say 2 days?
lines, and she was particularly proud to purchase a series of gas stations, even going as
That's
far
fire.
to share that she spent $4 million on the first one, outlining what she was
got a Circle
projected
K?
to make every month. It looked like business as usual. Amouranth was bringing in serious cash and trolling online critics with keyboard warrior memes. But on a seemingly random live stream in October of 2022, Amouranth broadcasted herself answering an extremely disturbing phone call with her husband,
Whoa!
Nick, where she asks him why he threatened to kill her dogs.
Why did you say you were gonna kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave. You're asking the question, I'm telling you, and you're answering my, telling you. Literally.
What are you saying? You just told me you were gonna kill dogs if I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Oh my god, yo, damn. Oh my god, yo, this must have been happening because she ain't even look at that mute button not one time.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said in terms of the earlier. You're saying you did not say that.
I tried to tell you what I heard from you.
Yo, this is
And
OD.
you said you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
What are you even talking about?
And throughout the rest of the stream, Amouranth kept dropping one bombshell
Oh my
after
God.
another, telling her viewers that Nick had put her in a fancy prison. She then went on to explain that even with therapy, nothing was
Hold on, wait.
helping the emotional abuse, and that the hot tub streams that catapulted her into the limelight were his idea. According to Amouranth, she was a reserved girl who had no interest in doing any of it. Nick was just
Yo, I got you,
allegedly
I got you
selling
after.
her body for his own gain.
And then he was changed for a bit, and then the hot tub meta arose.
Yo, this must have been happening because she didn't like the first thing I would have did, bro. This is what y'all would have seen. I would have been like, hello. Yo, she ain't even looking at that bitch not one time, bro.
He was like, "Oh, this is an opportunity."
And that nigga is wildin'. He talking like a fucking anime character.
And then he
What's the
turned into
word? An antagonist. That's a big word.
again when I agreed to commit to the grind because it was a good financial opportunity for us. I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're married because it's like our relationship would be better if we just stream them and instead of fighting all the time. But no, Mister, don't say that because it's gonna ruin the business model. It's not time yet.
But what stood out to most fans was Amouranth's claim that she had zero control over her finances, and that Nick was threatening to leave her with, quote, only $1 million if she didn't comply with everything he wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with $1 million and I'm gonna take the rest because.
Yo, only 1 million? Yo, bro, what? Yo, only 1 million?
I worked harder than you. It's like, and if you don't agree, then I'm gonna burn it all in
That
court.
is kind of OD considering like she's probably has millions with the Z at the fucking end, my nigga. Like, so that's actually probably like it's kind of weird. Like this whole house is probably like $1 million in itself. So like her million is like equivalent to our what 50,000.
Crypto, blah. Just always threats. All the accounts are like two-factor under his number and he has all like the login information.
Doesn't even make sense. Yo, it's like her million is kind of like our 50,000 because like she's living outside her means, right? And then she got cars and shit, I assume, right? And then she got to like pay some other shit. I don't know. That's kind of OD though. Why? I think this all kind of started mixing business with the relationship.
Things, it's like keeps you there with the fear and the threats. And you fear that he's gonna do something to your animals. And then he's nice again and says everything's gonna be okay.
I feel bad for her, but the wording, only $1 million, is insane. You can live very comfortably with that kind of money. I'm not saying that's less.
I said the same thing, but like, I don't know, bro. Maybe like they live so fucking crazy that they blow through $1 million in 2 months. And she's good.
Than what she deserves.
Nah. Because now that I'm saying that out loud, it's like, ain't no way she can't get some type income herself, right? Like, what if she started up another channel and then like quickly promoted the channel? That's dead a strat. Yo, bro, if he got control to everything, you start up another channel, you post one video. All you gotta do, all you need is like 20 seconds, right? All you need is 20 seconds. You upload it real quick. You say, yo, this is my new channel. Fuck this channel. Everybody leave this shit. Subscribe to that one. It's on the internet forever. You get that bitch monetized and all that, right?
It would be helpful if we know how much is in relation to what he has taken from her. The amount of in here weirdly focusing on the $1 million bit is whack. While some people felt the wording of Amouranth's confession felt a bit out of touch, others were quick to jump to her defense. People suffering from trauma shouldn't necessarily be fully responsible for what they say in the moment. But from here, it was a constant downward spiral. Amouranth showed texts from her husband calling her a dumb F, as well as other threats he made to her on a daily basis.
What does this word even mean? Fuck you, get the fuck outside, I'm calling you. Yo, oh my God. Yo, niggas deadbeat, yo, dude.
In this feed, you can see him threatening that he will spend massive amounts of her money if she doesn't pick up the phone, showing undisputable evidence of financial abuse. And because Amouranth was one of the most popular streamers for 2 straight years, the biggest creators on the internet were quick to publicly show her support. Even Moist Critical made a long rant roasting Amouranth's husband as best as he possibly could.
And this troglodyte sounds like an absolutely unhinged maniac. I watched the entire VOD to get the full context surrounding this entire situation, and I can say with a high level of confidence that this is an actual abusive lunatic.
And Charlie went on to say what most of Amouranth's critics were thinking. She may have participated in an industry that people found immoral, but abuse is abuse and needs to be called out. Critical also referenced another stream where she was visibly exhausted, struggling to form a coherent...
Yo, I completely forgot that even fucking happened. Oh my God. That was, oh my God, that was her. Was it? Oh, was that her? Or no? Was that her? Yo, there's a lot. There's a lot.
For her assistant to ask about where her meds were, and then she abruptly went off.
Yo, there's a lot. Yo, this is wild.
I haven't gotten any calls.
Oh, okay. I do remember seeing that.
What are you talking about? Why would you ask if I'm taking?
Oh shit.
This is a scene right out of a horror movie. The
Oh,
door
shit.
slowly opening up behind her, someone off camera asking if she's taken her medication. I believe it's her assistant. But even Amouranth is confused, like, why are you asking about the medication? You know, like that's irrelevant to everything. So the assistant knew what was going on here, and for some reason asked about her taking medication. I guess implying that, you know, maybe she's having like some kind of mental breakdown.
Is really
You know
hard
what I
to
don't really get, bro? Here's from like my perspective, bro. I don't really get like how exactly do y'all, like, how do these people have full control over your channel? That's kind of like what be fucking me up. I'm like, bro, no way in hell if I ever get a manager, assistant, or whatever the fuck. Yo, bro, I'm not putting my shit in your hands. Nigga, fuck, nigga, fuck no. The fuck, bro, you know how much time and effort I put into this bitch? Oh, no, nigga. Fuck no.
to listen to. This is like next level abuse.
I don't know exactly how that shit works. Or maybe they started off like that in the beginning and then like it just so happened to blow up while it was still like that. But yo, that's a bad situation.
The following months, this seemed like the only thing streamers could talk about. It was the first time in internet history that a streamer as big as Amouranth shared a live video of the behavior surrounding domestic violence. They say she shouldn't air this publicly, but we all know that if she made an accusation of abuse, the first thing they'd demand is evidence.
You know what? This isn't wrong.
After this,
no, that actually isn't wrong. That's actually kind of fair.
Amouranth released a video sharing that she had separated.
No, that's actually real fucking fair. That's actually real fair. That's actually real fair. Now that I'm really thinking about it, no, yes, yeah, because it would have been a big picture of her face, and it would have said alleged abuse, and we instantly would have been like, the bitch is lying. She want money. Okay.
From Nick. She looked healthier, wore a large comfortable sweater, and quoted a line from Dobby the elf in the Harry Potter series, who escaped slavery by being gifted new clothes.
And I don't have to wear cleavage every day. I can wear clothes. Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
She even voiced her concerns about the inevitable changes she would have to make to her image moving forward.
I just hope that people still watch without so much showing. I still can't believe just how many people gave it. Because for most of the years online, it felt like everyone was against me for like the type of content that I didn't even want to stream.
And initially, there was unanimous support for her escape. This was a rare moment where an alleged victim of what was essentially online trafficking was free to return to a normal life.
Yo, keyword initially. What the fuck does that mean, though? What the fuck does that mean, bro? Where is he going?
However, the drama surrounding this freed victim was far from over. Whether it was the result of old habits or not making enough money, Amouranth returned to stream the same exact way as before, and this
Maybe the bills got high.
would cause supporters and even longtime fans to turn on
maybe
her
the bills
in
got
a matter
high.
of
Maybe
weeks.
the bills started like shit. I don't know.
For almost a month following Amouranth's split from her husband, she basically vanished from Twitch, Instagram, and the rest of her personal accounts. And this seemed totally reasonable. Anyone who faced this kind of pressure is bound to be in need of a break, if not quitting altogether. She had the assets, she had the money. If everything she was saying was the truth, there wasn't any reason for her to continue.
Yeah,
However,
why
when
would she go
Amouranth
back?
came back to streaming, it was almost like nothing had ever happened. Instead of the big sweatshirt and baggy clothes, she actually doubled down on what she was doing before. She even went as far as wearing nothing at all except a censored...
This is what I was talking about, bro. This is what I was talking about. This.
bar crudely taped to her chest. Almost immediately, these odd decisions started to set people off. Literally weeks ago, the entire internet witnessed this tragic story about a girl in a toxic relationship unfold. A young woman so desperate to hold her life together that she was willing to do anything for her abusive partner. A woman who claimed that she was forced against her will to do these streams, and now she is back doing it again? Is her husband back in control? Was it all a marketing stunt? YouTubers and streamers who just vocalized their support for her felt like they might have been fooled.
She lied about all that though, right?
She didn't want to stream on Twitch with absolutely no clothes. She didn't want to do an OnlyFans because Amouranth
I'm joking.
is actually a very good and wholesome girl with very good values
Oh my God, that's
and
actually
morals.
taped.
And the only reason she was doing any of this was because she was forced to by her evil ex-husband, okay? Now, believe it or not, the absolute entire internet completely fell for this and believed her.
People started wondering if she even had a husband or a boyfriend, if this tragic story was even real, or if she just revealed herself to be another farmer for online clout. To make matters worse, Amouranth's habit of flaunting her wealth was about to backfire horribly. In an effort to get more attention online, she unknowingly inspired thieves to break into her home, slowly exposing that her personal life was still an absolute disaster. By 2024, Amouranth had been dethroned as the top female streamer, but even though she wasn't #1, she was still pulling in some serious money from donations and sponsorships from the streaming platform Kick. Aside from her investments in local businesses like the gas stations, a pool toy company, and manufacturing facilities.
Yo, why did that headline say, why is she buying gas stations? Nigga, what? Like, fucking hello, bro? Hello? Like, dude, what? Yo, Mini Gamer Week. What's up, nigga? Why did they just ask why she's buying? Yo, why is she investing in fucking gas stations, bro? Yo, is that not like a stupid ass question?
Amouranth also decided to proudly post her crypto assets for everyone to see. About $20 million in
Okay, no, this is fucking crazy. What is she doing?
Bitcoin and $80,000 in Ethereum. And given her past career choices moving forward, she was catching her fair share of hate every time she bragged. I imagine most of that was probably gifted to her too. We'll never forget the dumb simps for making these rich.
Bro, what the fuck
and while
happened?
people often say no publicity is bad publicity, Amouranth's behavior proved that this isn't always true. When 4 local teenagers saw how much money she had in her accounts, they planned a heist that would end up being a countrywide news story.
Okay, this is insane though. So shout out to her for even like, she's still fucking alive now, bro. Shout out to her for being alive, bro. Bro. But like, this is, it never has to get to this point right here. Like, it never has to get to this point.
According to police,
this is, yo, that's
records,
OD.
4 boys aged 16 to 19 made a plan to enter Amouranth's house at night to catch her off guard, but they didn't realize how difficult this home invasion would be. See, most of Amouranth's property was walled off with barbed wire. On top of that, it was essentially a compound, decked out with security cameras, motion sensor floodlights, and basically anything else a civilian could own to make their home as secure as possible. And the teenagers' method for breaking into the house seemed like they had watched too many movies, with one of their friends posted up in the getaway car and the other 3 setting off all the lights trying to find a way inside. When they realized they couldn't scale the wall without getting cut by the barbed wire, they got even more impulsive, making the choice to just pull off loose pieces of the wood paneling until they were able to sneak through the back, smashing through a
Nigga, what room is this, bro?
sliding glass door. The sound of the shattering glass was so loud that Amouranth finally woke up in a connecting building, and when she heard the sound, she was terrified. Almost immediately, she reached out to her husband, Nick Lee, who was still living on the property. Believing it might be just one of Amouranth's many pets, Nick initially tried to calm her down. It was at this point that fans realized she was still married to her alleged abusive husband, but thankful that he was there to protect her. While Nick was still on the phone listening to his partner freak out, the thieves were making their way through the rest of the property to find Amouranth and threaten her for the money. And when they got to her bedroom door, it was locked, and they seemingly started to regret their decision.
Yo, they got cameras all around this bitch. Yo, you niggas had no fucking chance. Yo, y'all niggas had no chance, bro. Oh my god.
And this is
once again, shout out to them for like surviving, bro. Like, it never got to get to that fucking point, bro. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna clap it up for them surviving, not for like this invasion, bro. But clap it up for, you feel me, like their protection. Yo, number 1, these niggas is fucking stupid, bro. It never got to get to this point. Number 2, They had no fucking chance. Yo, like, bro, y'all niggas was getting clamped, bro, on some
Where you-
Kawhi Leonard shit. Like, y'all did. Y'all tried to hop the fence. They had barbed wire. Y'all niggas running through motherfucking escape rooms.
Realize how naive they really are. One of them shot at the doorknob thinking that would somehow break the lock. When that didn't work, they kicked down the door screaming for Amouranth to give them the crypto.
One of them has the gun pointed at my head, and the other one is asking where the crypto is. And he can hear all this too.
Yeah, relationally, I don't know where the phone is, but like I can hear, this, yeah.
Amouranth obviously had
loser
crypto,
shit,
but there
dude.
wasn't any chance that she would have it somewhere in the house. After all, it's not a physical currency. That is, unless there was a cold storage device stowed away for safekeeping.
Oh
But
my
there's
god,
no
these niggas is retarded too. Yo, wow. It's just like the whole fucking, yo, dude, it's everything, bro. Niggas dead pulled up and said, give me the crypto. Give me the Bitcoin. What, nigga? Bro, what are you talking about?
way they would have known that, given how unprepared they were in the first place. Only complete idiots would try to rob someone in real life for cryptocurrency. Ignoring Amouranth's cries for help and her claims that she doesn't have physical crypto to give them, the robbers started striking her in the head with their pistols. Dazed and confused, Amouranth was out of options, and instead of claiming she didn't have anything to give them, she lied and said that she'd show them where it was, guiding them through the property while one of them continued to strike her and pull her hair.
Bro,
Ultimately, her
what?
plan was to guide the thieves to Nick, hoping that he would be armed by the time they arrived.
It's a night of sheer terror as a woman is brutally assaulted by 3 masked home invaders.
There's no way there's not a single nigga that's like, yo, bro, it's fucking cryptocurrency. Like, there's no way all y'all niggas thought that this was like a big ass coin, like it was a diamond. Like, this is like fucking.
She's internet
This is like
personality
fucking Now You
Caitlin
See Me or
Saragusa,
something.
known to her millions of fans as Amouranth. She brings them across a courtyard to another building in their compound where there is a surprise waiting for them. Caitlin's husband Nick is watching the drama unfold on security cameras. He was armed and ready at the top of the staircase.
After they entered the building, Nick shot in their direction, hitting one of them as they ran away. The thieves were caught and arrested in the following days. As you can imagine, this was a huge story. Large media companies didn't know anything about Amouranth like younger millennials and Gen Zs did. To the Gen X and Boomer crowd, this was one of those home
Yo,
defense.
those niggas are fucking. Yo, those are actually some of the slowest niggas I've ever seen. Ever. What should I do for a flyer? Damn, niggas doing flyers and all types of shit. I do not know. Flyer for what? The 24-hour? I have no idea, bro.
Stories of a successful power couple that worked together to
I can't even
save
think
each
right now. I'm
other's
trying to like.
lives.
I don't know what they're wanting from this.
Well, shit, hey. As fucking abusive as that nigga been, shit, he came and saved the day for that right there. So shout out for him even being there, bro.
I decided to just pretend that I know where crypto is. And so I decided to lead them over to my husband, who was still on the phone with me this whole time.
Bro, that's a
You shit on
crazy
speakerphone,
ass
so I heard
situation,
all
dude.
of that. And it gave me just like a moment to kind of compose myself and then, decide what to do. And like, in that moment, the things that the cliches are true, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall back to your level of training or whatever.
And while they were being celebrated on television, everyone else following it online had serious questions. They were surprised to finally see the face of Nick Lee, the alleged monster who forced Amouranth into selling herself online, calmly answering questions with a smile. They didn't understand why Amouranth and him were sitting side by side as if they were united, and they really didn't understand why the man who appeared to push this streamer over the edge was even in her house to begin with, let alone being paraded around as some kind of hero.
Hey.
Can you see it now?
Hey.
Hello.
What's up, Amouranth's husband? Nice to meet you.
Hi, how's it going?
You're a real warrior. You're a good husband, man. You were brave that night. Good.
This caused people to wonder if any of this had been
Yo, I had no idea where that clip was going. I thought that clip was gonna. I thought that was a bad clip. I ain't gonna lie.
real in the first
kinda, like,
place.
surprised me.
The abuse, the crying, the phone calls, the
shit. What's done in the dark comes to light. It's the good part is he was there. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Was this like a big
text
publicity
messages, and even this insane robbery were now being held under a microscope to see if this had all been completely staged. However, it does seem incredibly difficult to orchestrate a robbery like this, especially considering shots were fired and the robbers were caught.
You
But
know,
whatever
that
the
shit's
case,
definitely not
Amouranth's viewers quickly discovered that Nick was here to stay, and after this traumatic night, their relationship would spiral into a dark place. And for some odd reason, they decided to live stream and explore explosive domestic altercation for almost 24 hours straight. Although very little was known about her husband Nick Lee, it seemed like he was managing most of the business side for Amouranth's brand. He wore expensive clothes, worked on her business ventures in a compound attached to their house, and even appeared to never leave her side, even though Amouranth claimed they had split up months before. Then on May 11th, 2025...
Yo, is that not like some... Not Bonnie and Clyde shit, bro? That's like on some superhero shit, bro. I don't even... Yo, how could y'all even like fall out after that? Like, that's like some soul tie shit.
The couple surprised everyone when they started streaming together. Out of frame, Nick Lee appeared audibly enraged, accusing Caitlyn of performing acts with Aaron Pogson, a leading producer of the Red Pill podcast Fresh and Fit.
Can we talk about you kissing black men while we're married?
That is not even true. Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
No, I guess nigga still is he still is crazy in the head. Shit. Or maybe that shit did happen. I don't know. I don't even know who to believe.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You had me go on Tinder dates that I didn't want to go on, and then you started calling me while we were at the karaoke bar a lot.
Me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were wanting an open relationship.
No, did you ask that? Okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron. Did we say that?
No, that is
never?
not.
You
no.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. If we're gonna lie to your chat now, okay.
Yo, this is a crazy situation. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like this shit is just weird as fuck. Yo, this is weird as fuck, bro. I don't know. Like, this is weird as fuck. Like, glad they were. It's like they shouldn't be around each other, but like they was around each other at the right moment. But they shouldn't be. I don't know. Yo, this is weird as fuck.
Literally not lying.
I don't even know how you could be in a relationship like this, like from kind of like both sides.
You didn't give him the job in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Robbery, like aside.
Okay.
Correct. I did not
didn't drive
do that.
up on you guys together. You giving him a in the parking lot in Chinatown.
These men can't even find that would make us money of such acts that you are claiming right now. Yet you're saying I would do it off stream for no money.
Yes.
Yes.
What are y'all doing if that was you in this situation and you were the dude? You ran up and you seen your girl was giving somebody a handy in the parking lot, bro. Be honest, bro. I think the niggas just staying for the money. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know why this wouldn't like. Why is this going on for so much longer than it should be? This shit should have like been done, no?
Oh my god.
And this wasn't a typical argument that lasts 5 to maybe 30 minutes. The dysfunctional couple just left the stream running for more than 20 hours, streaming insane levels of this heated argument. At one point, Nick aggressively shifted Amouranth's desk, and she actually called the cops.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well, then leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant.
Talk about problems, hey? What the is wrong with you, bro?
Fuck?
Leave.
In my
You
face.
can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view.
Okay, no, yo, what the fuck?
You moved the camera.
Bro? What is wrong with you? You got.
Yo, that nigga must have like.
You okay?
Or are they talking to 12? Yo, that nigga must have something mental. Like there's something going on mentally. And then she said she was just staying because the nigga got his channel. Yo.
Yeah, we're live streaming. You just having a tantrum.
After the cops left, Nick and Caitlyn made the decision to keep the camera rolling. They argued about everything: their 7 dogs, Nick's attitude, his infidelity.
You like smoking cigars actively. Why do you compare things that you can't compare? Why are you insane?
You know, we have 7 dogs. Are you honestly?
And none of them are in the house. Crazy, right?
Over the outside.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. Where do you want it to go?
They have. Okay, what I'm saying is that we don't need 7 of them.
You chose to get 7. I wanted 5.
And yet you're saying I hate them. It's so weird.
Oh my god!
I can't say you're doing.
Yo. I know y'all could just break up. Like I don't know. Like I'm just a nigga on the side. Like yo, I feel like y'all could just break up. No, like that's not like an option.
I chose to do it, but you also took care of them.
Told you
but you hate them.
that you
but
can't
you don't like
complain about them. You agree
wait.
crazy.
Can she not sue this nigga? Like, yo, like the nigga can't just take the channel for hostage, right?
You suggested.
Because they at this point they both kind of have fault. Because one of y'all should have been ended this shit, or both of y'all should have just ended this shit. Ain't no way you can wake up every day and this is like your life 24/7. Yo, this shit is insane.
Amaranth went as far
Niggas
as to
can't even sit down and play the game, bro, without getting yelled at.
claim that Nick was after her life insurance.
Secretly dating a community member
Yelling at me,
while
I guess.
blood
What do you
running.
deal with it? You won't leave. You won't shut up.
I'm
what
talking-
did I do? The cops won't help me. No one can help me.
Destiny Little Steve.
I'm talking in a room
just
temperature
tipped
voice.
$1.
You're yelling at me like you do
Stasha,
every night
Cherry,
basically nowadays.
Melina, Pixie,
Did you yell at me last night?
Baby Peach,
Yeah.
Stasha, Cherry, Melina.
Interesting. This is weird. What's up? Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. Basically, this whole thing
Bro,
flew off
she's
the rails. When she asked me to come help her, I came to help her.
I heard her crying. I didn't see her until just now.
She had a really bad attitude, and then somehow it ended up with her yelling at me, but it's my fault.
The stream just kept going on and on. Sometimes they'd leave the room, and other times they'd be quietly sitting in different places resting after the latest shouting match. And to add to this dystopian nightmare, they were conversing with the chat in between arguments, and chatters were sending in donations so Nick and Amouranth could hear their opinions in a text-to-speech message. After the live stream was
No way they're faking this for money though, right? Right? This shit gotta be real.
over,
right?
speculation arose quickly. Some believe that this dangerous relationship couldn't actually be faked. Fighting almost non-stop for an entire day isn't something anyone has ever done before for clout.
No,
On the other
facts.
hand, considering her past, everything about this was extremely bizarre and at some points seemingly choreographed. Casual phone calls with the police, looking at the chat, and receiving donations while Amouranth was screaming in tears felt like an episode of Black Mirror. In the days that followed, Amouranth essentially went on a disjointed internet press tour with her husband.
This nigga threw a fedora on, bro. I'm weak.
Speaking with psychologists like Dr. K about how the robbery left them with PTSD and threats from Twitch and Kick to deplatform them.
Misery, mass reporting. Because a lot of times, a streamer will get in trouble if their chat isn't modded properly. So they'll try to spam a bunch of profanity in the chat. There's unhappy people live too much. Other girls don't stream as much. Eventually, I'm the only option for, incel projection. Yeah.
Having an almost 24-hour fight and having the audacity to call the chat a bunch of unhappy incels
She did just call these niggas incels, bro. Yo, I literally don't know, what the fuck?
seemed pretty delusional. You have to automatically assume that everything this scammer says is a lie. She makes a living off of being deceitful and dishonest. She will make up whatever story she wants to make herself look like the
So they can't just break up?
victim just for fun. Not only was this poorly received by pretty much everyone, but some YouTubers have come out on the offensive, hinting at the possibility that Nick and Caitlyn could have encouraged these fights for clout and views. On one occasion, XQC was invited to have dinner with Amouranth, only to be allegedly ambushed by an entire group at a nearby restaurant, and according to Felix, Nick appeared in a disguise, requesting that they start recording before getting into an all-out fight.
Who the fuck is this nigga feeling like, bro? What the fuck?
I swear on everything. Door opens, a guy rolls in a disguise, okay? And at the table, pulls up a chair, and he sits down, okay, wearing this weird hat and messenger bag, almost like a thief. And he's like, guys, I'm recording. I'm like, what the? I swear, chat, my blood froze. I thought I was about to get killed. Chat, because I genuinely thought it was done for. It was GG. Okay, and
do y'all think do y'all think if it was a big brolic nigga next to Amouranth, he would have did the same shit? Be honest, bro. Yo, be honest, bro. Yo, do we think that the same thing is playing out or not?
It was just
I guarantee you, bro, he would have gotten crippled on site.
it was just her husband, just showing up. And I guess he has maybe her text or her phone or her location, or whatever.
This is actually like
and
insane.
The guy just pulled up from out of nowhere. Yeah, he did talk. He said, guys, I'm not gonna dramatize the story and say something he didn't say. But I remember for a fact he said, guys, I'm recording. And then he started arguing with her, and then he started talking like, oh, you're just gonna leave me at home to do this and this task, and you're gonna go out to dinner or whatever. And they went outside to argue, whatever. And it's why I think this is real, because they were arguing for like a long time.
Felix went on to say that the fight lasted for so long that waiters began clearing tables and turning off the lights. And what he is describing is what continues to divide people on social media. Caitlyn and Nick's arguments are so long and drawn out that if it was fake, it's hard to not look at this dispute as borderline Oscar-worthy performance. Most of us can't even conceive shouting at the top of our lungs and crying for an entire day. It would be so taxing on the mind and body that the amount of money
to do that shit every day
would never make it worth our time and health. And the way the couple constantly talks about money, seemingly ungrateful or upset for the millions of dollars they make per month, seems like evidence that all of this could be faked for profit. Like when Nick recently started complaining that they're making a little over $1 million a month on Kick and OF instead of their past average of $2 million a month.
The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 22 and 23. 2022 and 2023 and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2, but this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans did about 1.2, we did 1.2.
While people remain divided.
Nigga, is that not good? Bro, what the fuck? Nigga, do you know what the fuck I do for one? Yo, I'm so I'm just like, I don't even know whose side to fucking be on, bro. I don't even know if there is a side to be on. Is there a proper side I should be on, bro? I was pro Amouranth, bro. But now it's like, she dead just came on here. She said, yeah, you know, like, my chat is kind of like, hey, it is what it is, shit. Incels just flock my way. Damn, nigga, fuck. Goddamn. Imagine if I was in that bitch and I was like, yeah, you know, there's just a lot of bitch ass niggas online, so you know, like my chat is kind of like home of them, like, like yo, this is where they can be bitch ass niggas in peace.
Whether or not all of this is true, there does seem to be a simple way.
And that nigga, he got something, whether it's his dick little or he got little man syndrome, something's wrong with that nigga.
To respond to all of this. If Amouranth is creating arguments with her husband to draw attention to her brand, it doesn't matter how impressive the performance is. Making money mocking survivors of actual abuse is unforgivable and never should be tolerated. However, if she is trapped in a toxic relationship where her husband holds all the cards, pushing her further and further for money until she loses her mind, that is criminal behavior and she should seek justice. However, it seems like it could be something in the middle. Like maybe they do have this toxic relationship, but they are both consenting to it being live streamed since they both see the financial gain of it. Like a twisted justification of like, hey, if we're gonna fight, we might as well get paid for it. But regardless, none of this should ever be broadcast for the entire world to see.
Yo. Great fucking video. That's even wilder than I thought it was.